what if we took the idea of Amazon and got the vendors on there? This is the opposite way that Amazon was built. It's got something for everyone. You list your products, you decide how much money that you're going to price it at. Your content can go worldwide. Your courses can go worldwide. Your ebook can go worldwide, not just through your team, through the whole shopping channel.
Okay, everybody, it is Craig Schultz here, and we're going to be doing a training. This time, I'm going to sort of map out what you need to do to grow a business. Now, this has come from experience from building multiple businesses over the last 20 years, and in particular in this industry, and just go over some pointers. It'll be probably quite high level. Each of the parts that I go through in this session are really probably full trainings in their own right, but it's important just to provide a bit of a blueprint for people to be able to work towards something to, just like a roadmap. So they just like put that up and say, okay, am I doing this activity? Am I doing this activity? Am I doing this activity? And then over time, I'll pull apart each part of what I'm going through in this training and do another training on that. So this is just real high level. At the end of the day, the people that succeed in this industry are the people that simply make more sales. And you often hear the term, you know, uh, quantity over quality, quality over quantity, whatever both of them have their own relevance. I'd still love to enroll 100,000 people over 10 good ones, but 10 good ones could result in 100,000 people each. So quantity is the absolute holy grail. But what I see a lot of people fail in this industry in particular is they go through their warm market and then they hit the roadblock. They go, "No, I don't know who to speak to anymore," and then they start struggling in their business, and then it's sort of like just fizzles out over time because they stop that enrollment process. The enrollment process is the lifeblood of your business. And the way the business structure is set up, you never know who can come out of an enrollment. You might enroll someone that's doing okay, but they enroll an absolute superstar, which turns your business on its head. And I've seen that happen many, many, many times over the journey. So you've just got to plant more and more seeds and let the seeds grow. Some will eventually grow into oak trees and some will end up being weeds. It doesn't really matter. You've just got to keep on showing up and doing the right activities and behaviors and put yourself in the right position to be able to grow a business. And as in my compounding session, if you haven't seen that, go back to one of the trainings on the compound effect. You can sort of see sometimes, it takes time for the compounding effect to take place, but the way it will take place is to continue with that enrollment process. So obviously, we've got one part of the equation, which is the leads funnel process. And what you really need to do is have a really rock solid, if you've got a CRM that costs money, but let's just say low budget. So people are just starting on their entrepreneurial journey from day one. You got to use something. It may be, you may just have every contact that you ever get. You just have columns in an Excel spreadsheet, and it's simply first name, last name, email, phone number, contact. You might have a comment section, contacted on the 30th of April. They're busy with whatever. Revisit in 90 days time. Like, have that sort of communication loop, have documentation. If you start going ad hoc and random and just expecting your business to grow, then you're going to end up in a bit of no man's land in regards to building a business because you won't have anything systemized. So it's really, really important that there are free CRMs. I think things like MailChimp may even be free, but online there's certainly free options out there. Make sure that you get one, and and keep yourself accountable to adding to it all the time. So sit down at the end of every day and say, oh, there's 3 more people that I've spoke to. I better add them to my documentation system or my leads follow-up system or whatever it is. But that's a really, really important part of the process, because if you go through the business in 12 months' time, it might be at the right time for those individuals that you're speaking to right now to have a look at the business. So if you've got them in a system to follow up with, I do have a CRM, so I've got probably an investment into a more sophisticated setup, but also have things on Excel spreadsheets, which I'll go through on another training on just my, generating new contacts to be able to reach out to. And I also have a diary where each week I open a page and just write down every person that I've spoke to that week new. And then I'll just keep on going, oh yeah, I've got to get back to that person. So it's having a system of some sort that really works. So let's just talk about people and the system at the moment. So obviously, what we have here is an opportunity in 200 countries. 200 countries. So we have a big blue ocean of opportunity. We also have an amazing offer. Now, our opportunity is phenomenal. We've got 4 opportunities built into it. We're not just promoting the one product line. We're giving companies an opportunity to be able to get their business to market via an affiliate system. So we have a phenomenal offer for people out there in that big blue ocean. See, just on that point there, if you want to get good at your sales pitch, get good at sharing the vision and what Shoply is and what the platform does and how it can help people. Because as I've said in other trainings before, opportunities happen when you solve problems. So we're solving a big problem. We're providing an affiliate channel, a new way for people to get their product to market. But also it happens off big ideas. And this is a phenomenal big idea. It's like nearly the concept of where Amazon merging and doing a JV with TikTok. It's that sort of e-commerce concept like that. And we're just getting started. So the opportunity is a big, big, big blue ocean. Plenty of people out there to speak to. Okay, so we got that sort of thing happen. So the first part of the puzzle is our prospects, leads. Then we've got the next layer down, customers, affiliates, IP, Influencer Pro. Then we've got, and you could throw vendors into that column as well. Then we've got IP, Influencer Pro to Leader. And then we've got Builder with or without you, or without you. So I'm going to touch on all of those now, without you. All right, so we've got the big blue ocean of 200 countries of population. What we need to do is go out there and we're going to talk, I'll put that in there now on this side of the equation. This side's more strategy. So we've got to go out there and talk to people out there. We've got to go out there and showcase our business. We've got to go out there and wake people up to what we have to offer. If you say nothing, you'll never be able to expose the opportunity. So you've got to go out there and put yourself out there. So once you put yourself out there, and it's technically that's marketing. Disrupt people's attention. So marketing can be done in millions and millions of ways: traditional marketing, referral marketing, whatever you want to do, but you've just got to go out there and get eyeballs on your offer and your opportunity. And then we move people down to this next layer, and the next layer there is prospects and leads. So we've disrupted their their attention. They're interested, they want to know more information, they're not necessarily sold, but they've become a prospect because you've actually started having a conversation and communication with them. So that's the next layer. So it's a big and we're moving people down this funnel chain. So the next layer down is, well, I've heard all about it now. It sounds amazing. I want to get on board, and they become a customer, an affiliate, an influencer pro, or a vendor. All right, so that's sort of the next layer down. Each layer down requires different systems and strategies. And that's why I said I would end up doing a breakdown on each layer in another training, but I want to give you a macro concept of what you should be looking at as a roadmap moving forward. And when they move, because they're on board now, we want people or influencer pros, we want these customers, affiliates, influencer pros to take the next level in the business. And the next level in the business is to become a leader, someone that's out there actually doing what you're doing. So we've taken them out of that next layer, deeper into, let's call it the marketing funnel, if you want to call it that way. And we want to take these leaders into builders that can build a business with or without you. If you can create 3 to 5 builders, your life will change forever. Now, I'm talking about a builder is somebody that's continually bringing people in, continually closing deals, continually presenting the offer, continually growing leaders. They're doing all the activities. So builders are the type of people that, it would be generating 100K a year, and above, hopefully even 7 figures. But when you get to that sort of level, you're running your own empire. You're building your own empire. You might be still plugging in and leveraging all the systems and the tools and the support and everything off, what we're developing here. But if you've got 3 to 5 of those people in your business, your life will change forever. You'll have compound effect like you won't believe. In my last company, I think that the Sapphire Elite was about $5,000 a month. I had over 100 of those in my business. If you were making $5,000 a month, you were operating a business with or without me. And then there was significant leaders above that. But I'm just saying, just imagine having 100 people making $5,000 a month, what that could do to your business. So that's sort of like where you want to take people on a journey. So over here, we're talking about the journey from out there that nobody knows what Shoply is or who you are, into being somebody that wants more information, into I've got more information, I want to be a consumer or an affiliate promoting stuff or an influencer pro, into okay, this sounds like an amazing opportunity. I love the platform. I want to start building it, into a builder that can work with or without you. All right. So that's sort of the model that we're always trying to work through. Now, as I said, I'm going to break all of these different layers down, but obviously the top one, we're talking about simply marketing. You're out there exposing yourself. It could be on social media. It might be, going LinkedIn outreach. It might be Instagram DMs. It might be, you're trying to get exposure, just continually posting on social media. So, doing product showcases. You go into Shoply, get your link, put it up on your platform saying, hey, this week's product of the week is this. That's getting exposure. People are seeing what you're doing. So that's just general marketing. Prospecting and lead gen. I'm going to touch on this at a little bit deeper level because this here, again, it's a big topic, and I'm going to dive into it a little bit more depth. But it's really important that you keep it simple to start with. Start with warm market. Who do you know? Who do you know? And because we have such a diverse opportunity, we're not talking to the echoed chamber anymore of people that are just interested in building a network marketing company. We're talking to brands, we're talking to podcast hosts, we're talking to personal trainers that just want to keep doing personal trainer, but we can add a revenue stream to their business. We're talking to a genuine side hustle for any entrepreneur, any worker out there. We have that big blue ocean of opportunity. So when you're talking to people now, in the past, that who do you know eliminated a lot of people because of the limitations of your opportunities. So sorry, I just wrote who do you know? So start with your warm market and a referral strategy in your warm market. So referral strategy, the referral strategy you want to use is the who do you know strategy. So let's say you've got 50 people in your business or 50 people in your warm market. You know, they could be friends, work colleagues, could be someone you play sport with, someone your kids go to school with, parents that you're friends with, whoever it is. The who do you know strategy is like this. Basically, you speak to someone in your warm market and say, hey, you know, Steve, I've just launched a new business. It's an e-commerce platform, really a platform where influencers meet Amazon, pique their interest, and say, I'm helping brands launch onto this platform at the moment. If you know anyone that's got a brand or a product that they're looking to get more exposure, you know anyone that's interested in a new side hustle, you know anyone that's that's wants to generate revenue by just selling products on a platform. I've just launched a new brand. I'd love to connect, you know. So something, it's a bit of a who do you know? I used to use this all the time when I went international, and I used to say, hey, do you know any personal trainers that live in India? Hey, do you know any personal trainers that live in the Philippines? Hey, do you know any personal trainers? Go back to the same person. Hey, do you know any entrepreneurs in Singapore looking to make an extra revenue? Hey, do you know any course creators? So the who do you know model is a great way to add referrals to your business. Make sure that you are adopting that. It's the easiest strategy that you can use. No cost to low cost. When I say low cost, really no cost. It's just time. And you should be able to get over 100 good people in your system that way. Another important thing to note is um, is what I call Dream 100, and we're going to do a session on Dream 100. But your Dream 100 is 100 prospects that you would like to do business with. So we'll just put that up there as well as a point, Dream 100. And, you know, it might be, hey, my personal trainer's great, really entrepreneurial, lovely person, great people's person. They're on my Dream 100. Hey, the 3 people I go to church with on a Saturday, phenomenal hearts, community people, lovely, always want to help people. They're on my Dream 100. My swimming coach is great. They know a lot of, everyone loves them, blah, blah, blah. They're on there. So you want to start building out a Dream 100 list. And again, we're going to dive into that in a little bit deeper level. But the most important thing is that you're continuing to add leads to your system of whatever it is, whether it's a system, as I said, the Excel spreadsheet system, the free CRM system like the MailChimp type of option, or whatever it is, you need to be adding to it all the time. So you're talking to people in the big blue ocean and you're adding people to the list. As soon as you've had a conversation, you go straight to your system and you add them to them. So the next important thing to do, you've got all of these leads. So it's about appointments, setting up appointments, putting offers out there and follow up. So I'll just write that, appointments, put in offers, and most importantly, follow up. The fortune is in the follow-up. I'm guilty of this sometimes myself, where I've had a really good conversation with somebody and I've just waited for them to get back to me because they said they were going to. The fortune is in the follow-up. And you really want to systemize this process where when I was building my last company, I used to literally say at the end of conversation, if it was a, yeah, I'm not interested at the moment, Craig, say, awesome, no problems. Um, things change all the time. We launch new products all the time. I'll just give you a courtesy call in the next 90 days and reach out if we launch a new product, or feel free to reach out to me anytime, but I'll just reach out to, is that okay with you? So I'd actually like plant the seed to give myself permission to follow up after the conversation as well. And then I would put in my system, hey, call Steve in 60 days, not ready now, but is going overseas and he's happy to chat when he gets back, or he's happy to hear about our next product, or so on or so on. So in this prospecting leads thing, warm referrals, who do you knows? Now, if you want to take it a little bit to another level, it's doing a little bit of research. So you might go on to LinkedIn into the search function and just put in personal trainers. And again, I might do a topic, a session on that. But there's lots of platforms out there now that uh, you could build people to follow up with. They'll be just general leads or people to follow up, or the right type of person. They're not necessarily warm leads ready to go, but go onto Instagram and just type, or go into Google, or go into ChatGPT or something like that, and start saying, list 10 top influencers on the Gold Coast, for argument's sake, and just add those to your list. And then you want to go onto their profiles. You go, hey, they've actually got their email, or they've got like a link tree linked to their website, and then you can go and direct message them. You've got to continue to do this lead gen type of process just on automation, and get your pitch really well. So when you are having little conversations, or what do you do? When somebody asks you what you do, you've got a really rock solid, hey, I've just helped launch a new ecom platform into 200 markets. Or I'm just helping brands launch onto a new ecom platform. You just have that like one sentence approach. So so that's a strategy, lead generation. And that's what you want to be doing all the time. Then we have this next thing, which is conversion. And conversion is like, I'm trying to get customers, affiliates, and influencer pros and vendors. What am I doing for there? Like, follow up is obvious there. So you're moving people from leads into this scenario here. But, you're following people up. Hey, did you like the product that you just bought? Or I'll reach out to you again. Like, you want to communicate to these people that there's new brands launching all the time. You might find something simple. Affiliates, again, you want to follow up with these people once they've converted into the different scenarios. And it's about customer service, nurturing people, educating people, communication. And if you do have a CRM, or like a MailChimp or something like that, you can actually send out a newsletter and giving everyone on your list an update on what's happening. So these people here may have enrolled for some reason, whether just to buy product, whether to just sell product, or they may have just thought, I'll buy an Influencer Pro license and I'll just sit back and see what happens. They're not necessarily building, but you do need to continue to add value to this group of people. Add value, communicate, and customer service, which is really add value. So the difference between what you're doing here and there, these people from the blue ocean just into the lead gen, this is what you're doing for that. Now, because of you done a good effort there, they've moved into this next layer. They've actually joined. All right. So, now you've got to do a series of things to serve this group of people here. And the next one is, well, I'm a customer, an affiliate, I'm an influencer pro. Because you're doing a good job here, occasionally one or two might drop down and become a leader. And that's really an upsell type of scenario, upsell into out there building a business. You might be showcasing, you might be inviting them to trainings, you might be dripping on them update videos from the company. You're sort of keeping people in the game by by continuing to communicate with them. So we want to take people through from just being a customer and affiliate influencer pro to somebody that's a business builder. And that would be also meaning training, helping them enroll, and leading. You want to be a leader and help them, find all the different trainings, keeping them up to date. You might be doing group calls with them, webinars, FAQ sessions for them. And once they do that, we want to get them up to this 3 to 5 builder scenario that are earning 100K a year. And that's working with or without you. And that's sort of like the journey that you want to be taking people on, from not even knowing what Shoply is, to hearing about Shoply, to experiencing Shoply, to evangelizing Shoply, to building a business with or without you. That's the simple framework that we want to be working towards. And if you can get that right, you'll be able to go out there and build a business. Remember this, 80% of your time is in enrollment, generating sales. All right, generating sales. A lot of people get caught, and in this world, in what's called management mode. So they bring 5 people into the business. Now, all of a sudden, they just feel that they just need to help those 5 people become the 3 to 5 builders. That's not how this works. Your role is to go out there and continue to enroll. And, I always used to say to people, for every 30 enrollments you brought into the business, 2 to 3 will probably get down into this area here and have a go at building the business. We're looking for 3 to 5 builders that have get to that level. So that might mean you need to enroll 100 people. 100 people. Now we talk about Dream 100. You're not going to get 100% strike rate of Dream 100. That might mean that you've got to have 1,000 conversations or presentations or exposures to get 100 people to find the 3 to 5 builders capable of making $100,000 a year. The surefire way to fail is very, 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 very simple. It's not talking to people, it's not engaging with people, it's not presenting offers, it's not following up. And yeah, that is the absolute surefire way. There's a famous saying in this industry, one good enrollment can change everything. I've seen that happen many, many, many times, where the one good enrollment has worked out to be hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars in matching bonuses and that. So, what we're trying to do is plant lots of seeds, then we water the plants, and then we watch prospects and leads turn into customers and affiliates and influencer pros. Then that group of people turn into leaders having a go building the business, and those leaders end up turning into builders that work with or without you. And if you can find 3 to 5 of those people, that are making $100,000 a year, your business will grow with or without you, because and that's the holy grail. So on that note, as mentioned, we will dive into Dream 100s, referral marketing, who do you know, strategy, follow-up strategies, all in more detail. But this is sort of a macro overview of what you sort of need to be doing and taking people on a journey. Just a quick wrap up. Make sure you've got a spreadsheet as a minimum to be able to add your contacts to. Don't just leave it to your brain, just leaving contacts into your brain, because you just won't have any system whatsoever. And make sure you're trying to add people to it all the time. Outreach, LinkedIn, Google, personal trainer in, whatever. If you're really, 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 really struggling to create a leads list because of time, whatever reason, I have a full-time employee that works for me, and she's built a leads list for me of people to follow up, etc. So I'm happy to chat to anyone about that. Obviously, people would have to pay for that, but if that's because you can't go and build your own and you want 100 people to speak to, I can work out a small project for my staff member to work on for you. On that note, we will leave it there and we'll chat soon.